Today, we're reviewing the drama thriller Dirty Teacher. Get ready for incredible plot twists. Jamie, a high school student, brings a gift to her teacher Cohen as she is leaving her job due to a move to another city. The teacher is confident that the successful student will be able to go to college and get a scholarship thanks to her abilities. Cohen also says that she will be replaced by a new teacher, Molly, who has excellent reviews from the school where she previously worked. Back home, Jamie talks to her parents about going to college. Her parents say that she should rely only on her wits, as they have no money to pay for her education, as her father was recently laid off. Upset by what she heard, Jamie goes to visit her boyfriend, Danny. The pair of lovers are having fun in the boys' room, and suddenly, his mother appears on the doorstep. Jamie decides to go home, and the mother asks her son not to rush their relationship with his girlfriend, as he needs to study at a prestigious college at his parents' expense. Danny is angry with his parents because his father is a big businessman who recently fired Jamie's father. The next day, Molly shows up at school and meets the students. The teacher immediately notices the handsome Danny and asks him to stay after school. The high school student says that he needs to study hard so that he doesn't get kicked off the school baseball team. Molly then offers the athlete additional one-on-one tutoring after school. Molly tells Danny how to improve his writing, and in the meantime, she finds out that he is dating Jamie. In addition, this weekend is the couple's first anniversary. Molly exchanges phone numbers with the student so that he can contact her at any time for help with his studies. When Jamie arrives at Danny's house, she is surprised to see her father arguing with Brad because he fired him. The girl calms her father down, and they go home together. The next day, Jamie is very surprised to receive a poor grade on her writing paper. Molly allows the student to correct the grade, which she really needs to get into college, but she deliberately gives her very little time to correct the grade. Later, Jamie meets up with Danny and tells him that she will have to postpone their anniversary celebration because she needs to revise her paper. Danny thinks that their relationship is more important than their grades, and she replies that the boy's parents are paying for his college education and she has to make it on her own. Feeling that his girlfriend is again blaming his father for Steven's dismissal, Danny gets angry. He gives her a gift and leaves. The next day, Danny's team loses another game, which finally makes him sad. At the same time, Steven is unable to find a job in his field of study, and the family's debts are growing very quickly. Suddenly, Molly invites Danny to a restaurant, and the guy agrees without hesitation. The two of them even have a glass of beer, and the teacher promises not to tell anyone about it. The woman is persistently interested in the high school student's relationship with his girlfriend, and he tells her everything without feeling any trickery. After listening carefully to the boy, Molly invites him to her home, where she believes that additional tutoring will be most effective. Jamie can't get through to her boyfriend, so she calls her best friend Heather because Danny is supposed to be at the same party as her. However, her friend surprises Jamie by telling her that Danny was not there. At school, Danny lies to Jamie and tells her that he couldn't make it to the party because he wasn't feeling well. A week passes. Jamie and Danny go to another party together. Jamie apologizes to her boyfriend for ruining their anniversary and kisses him passionately. However, she stops Danny when he wants to get down to the main business and tells him that she is not ready yet. This makes him very angry, and he leaves to get drunk with his friends. Meanwhile, Molly breaks down her car on purpose and then sends a message to Danny to help her. The guy, who has drunk a lot of alcohol, arrives immediately and quickly fixes a minor breakdown under the hood. The teacher invites him home where he can wash his hands. There, Molly not only flirts with the high school student, but also gently kisses the guest and then calls him to her warm bed. Returning home, Danny is surprised to see Jamie waiting for him. The girl feels that the boy has cheated on her. The confused boy does not find words to justify himself. Jamie realizes that there is no point in continuing this fight and goes home. The next day, Jamie is incredibly upset to see that Molly has given her a 3 on her writing again. She feels that the teacher is holding a grudge against her for some reason. Heather advises her to have a heart-to-heart with Molly, and Jamie decides to follow her after school. She is surprised to see the teacher gently talking to Danny. Molly offers the boy extra lessons every week, promising to improve the high school student's knowledge so that he won't be kicked off the baseball team. During the next extra lesson at Molly's house, the woman tells the student that she did not know her real parents and only remembers her cruel foster mother who died of an insulin overdose. At the same time, the woman seems to be missing something. At school, Danny is approached by an upset Jamie who says that Molly is inexplicably lowering her grades, and this may prevent her from entering college. After listening to the girl, Danny goes to Molly and asks her why she is giving Jamie bad grades. The teacher assures him that Jamie is paranoid and kisses him gently again. Danny turns around and is horrified to see Jamie looking at them from the window. The upset girl runs away, and Danny leaves the confused teacher and hurries after his girlfriend. The boy tries to explain to Jamie that she has misunderstood everything. He promises to correct his mistakes. Jamie just cries, unable to say anything. At the same time, Molly's head is filled with the nasty voice of her foster mother, who calls her worthless and shouts that no one wants her. Molly realizes that she has gone too far. She corrects Jamie's grades and gives her homework to the schoolgirl. The girl is not too happy to get a good grade from a teacher who is having fun with her boyfriend. Jamie responds rudely to Molly and walks away. The teacher tells the principal that Jamie has been very aggressive lately and promises to talk to her herself. Danny approaches Jamie and apologizes for everything, and the girl tells him that Molly deliberately lowered her grades. But in the end, she corrected 3 points to 5. The boy promises to completely break off his relationship with the teacher, hoping that he and Jamie will be able to start over. Danny sends Molly a message, suggesting that they meet in the park. The teacher is very pleased with this, but the image of her foster mother in the mirror whispers angrily that no one needs her. In the evening, Molly wants to kiss Danny, but the boyfriend stops her and says that it's over between them. The woman persistently asks her companion what happened, but he gets very angry about Jamie, calls the teacher a freak, and walks away. Molly is very angry. She gets behind the wheel of her car and runs over the boy. Realizing what she has done, the woman tries to pull herself together. She drags the lifeless body into the bushes and collects Danny's blood in a small bag. Later, Molly sneaks up on Jamie's car and smears Danny's blood on its bumper. The next day, the teacher goes to a car repair shop where the mechanic agrees to quickly replace the parts damaged in the accident, but charges the customer double for the urgency. A few hours later, Lauren approaches her daughter and says in a distraught voice that Danny's body was found in a park nearby. The cops summon Jamie to the police station to testify. The high school girl and her parents go to the police station, where they are spotted by the parents of the deceased Danny, and they attack Jamie, accusing her of everything. During the interrogation, the schoolgirl surprises the police and her parents by saying that Danny had a relationship with Molly. Last night, he was supposed to meet with the teacher and finally break up with her, but someone eliminated him. Detectives go to Molly's house to take a statement from her. The teacher denies any connection with Danny and says that Jamie is deliberately slandering her to get back at her for her bad grades. Molly was texting with Danny on someone else's phone, so her connection to the high school student cannot be proven. In addition, immediately after the incident in the park, the teacher bought a movie ticket to a movie that had already started. That's why the cops are sure she has an alibi. The detectives decide to search Jamie's house and quickly find Danny's blood on the bumper of her car. Jamie is arrested, but the next day, her parents borrow a large sum of money from their friends to get their daughter out on bail. Jamie convinces her parents that she is innocent. The girl is sure that the teacher eliminated Danny and framed her. The brave Jamie decides to beat a confession out of the teacher herself. And despite the electronic ankle bracelet, she gets behind the wheel and hurries home to Molly. At first, the teacher denies everything, but Jamie manages to get the woman mad by saying that Jamie only met with her out of pity. Molly starts to get very angry again. She shouts that she eliminated Danny and now plans to do the same to his girlfriend. The woman grabs a large knife from the table. The girl is shaking with terror, but at that moment, a detective runs into the house who reacted to the signal from Jamie's electronic bracelet. The cops arrest Molly, who soon confesses to the crime. A few days later, Jamie receives a letter of acceptance to college and regrets that he cannot share his joy with the deceased Danny. Thank you for being with us. Subscribe to the channel, like us, and be sure to click on the bell to stay up to date with our new videos.